Alrighty then, this is my attempt at making the character Rose from Legend of Dragoon. I don't think it turned out too bad. It's not exactly perfect, unfortunately. Um, like if you look at the neck region, there was an extra gem poking up, but I didn't think it looked too bad though. I thought it looked okay. I thought about letting it be the dragon soul, but it's supposed to be in her chest, so I went ahead and embedded it there. So she's just got an extra diamond up around her collar. But other than that, though, the suit's pretty similar. Um, and of course, I use these shoulder pads because they got those kind of weird, elongated shoulder plates with the red and like purplish black spine on it. So, anyways, I don't think she turned out too bad. Anyways, we'll get to it. First, we got human, female, average, average. Uh, the face, I went with face two. Uh, went with the purity knot loose for her hair. And her eyebrows, I just left default. And cool head captain for her voice. For her figure, I believe this was just the default numbers, but in any case, I've got them set to -12, and then of course muscle definition is at 1. And she wasn't a very muscular young lady. Anyways, we'll go into the equipment. All right, to start off with, we've got the cursed bird feathers for her headpiece. The cyclone earrings. That. For her undergarments, we just went with the sleeveless unitard. Nothing on her. I guess this would be called like the mid armor. And then on the outer armor, we've got the Archangel armor B. This is the one without the angel wings. Nothing on the pants. And for the belt, we're using the White Nightfall again. I think this looks really, really good for Dragoon armor. Um, of course, the Crimson wings. I can't remember if the back of her wings were supposed to be red, but I thought it looked cool, so I left it and just got the shade on the inner wing to look like the image I was going off of with the character. On her arms, we have the White Knight arms again. Again, I use those a lot. And then, of course, the Arcane Knight pauldrons for her pauldrons, because the things were kind of long looking, but this is actually like when you look at it head on, this is shaped very similar to her actual pauldrons. Of course, they're not just front; it should have wrapped all the way around the shoulder, but that's still pretty close. And to create her boots, I just went with the tabby because they look a little less clothy from afar than the regular socks do. And these the partial shadow leg guards, I thought they had the little red plate on it, so I went with that because she has those little red uh, things there on her kneecaps, little knee guards or knee pads. Oh wait, we're not done in there. Let's see, and we got a ball. Put it to the chest. Leave that to 0. Bring up down to -2. Excuse me. Move forward backward to -8. Width -50. Length -42. Thickness -49. Rotate vertically -15. Rotate horizontally, we left it at 0. Angle 0. And that's all there is for the ball. Moving down, we have the hairband. Set it to head. This is making her little crown that she wears. We leave that at 0. Up, down, we put to -5. Move forward, backward to 2. Width to -13. Length is at 0. Thickness 15. Rotate vertically to 76. Rotate horizontally, we leave that at 0. This is 0. And that's all there is for the hairband. And then we use an apple. Set it to head. Leave this dead center. move it down to -16, move it backward to 6. Or that might have to be forward, actually. But in any case, we put it to 6. Width, -50. Length, -49. Thickness, -42. And then we rotate it vertically, -11. And we leave everything else dead center. Okay. And that should do it for the armor section. And of course, we really make it look like the character with the colors. Her skin complexion, we got set to 3173. That's actually pretty important for this character because she is sort of pale. We didn't worry with the underwear. For makeup, I used Face Paint 1. And this was left the default colors. And I made this 618 to give her those red lips like she has. I believe all this was default color. Again, I really need to start looking up what their high colors were. For her horns, we use basic pattern 1, which is one of my favorite patterns. You can use this for so much. We set it to 040, 0470, and 1519 on the final color. Size, we max it out completely. And then the angle we leave dead center, and we flip it vertically. And that should give you the little red interior with that bluish, really dark bluish purple exterior of her horns there. And moving along, we got these earrings. I just made them a black color, 004, and about the same color with the unitard. We get down to the armor. You probably don't actually have to put this on there. I think I was trying to give the illusion of ridges somewhere, but it doesn't really show, but it's fine. It looked okay. But 046.4 for the first color. Second color is 046.4. The third color is 046.4. And then the fourth color is 046.4. Like I said, you could just set the armor to that. You don't really need the pattern. I was trying to do something with it that never really turned out. But anyways, I shrunk the pattern down, left it in the middle of angle. But you can skip that step if you like. For the color here is 046.4. And then for the little gem, we just went 818. Then we move on to the belt area. 046.4 for the color of the first one. And then for the trim, we make it the same color, 046.4. The wings, this time the pattern does matter. We got 25.99, 21.15.9 for the second color, and for the third color, 24.11.8. Maxed this, well, not quite maxed out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say about three steps from the end. Excuse me. The sinuses are just on fire. Angle we leave dead center, and then we don't flip it. All right, second color, default color. And here I put a pattern on it. That's just to kind of give the wings like a little groove on them. It doesn't line up quite right, but I like their wings in the game were sort of armored, and I was trying desperately to find a way to make it look like plates, but it's not really visible. But still, 246.4 for the color, first color, and then the second color 000 for black. We brought the angle back, I'd say maybe about 5 or 6 dots, and we don't flip it. For the gauntlets, 046.4, 046.4, and 046.4. That's going to be our magic numbers to get the color right on all our armor pieces, or at least most of them. 129, the first color of this one, and then for this color, 046.4. And then, of course, for the toppy socks, 046.4. And then here, first color is 12.19. This one is 046-4. 046-4. And 046-4. I kind of wonder if we couldn't have used the pattern here, but I don't think it would have worked anyways looking at it. Because, like, the boots aren't supposed to have red trim. And I tried to cover it up with a block, and as you can see, it doesn't cover it quite up completely. Because, of course, if you move the block up there, it starts chipping into our knee pads, and we don't want that. But for the rest of the boot, is 046-4. And it should be the same for all three. Now we get down to the orb. Basic one. Let me just zoom this into it so you can see. I wanted to give it sort of that sort of black edge to the, because she's supposed to be the Black Dragoon. So we got 1819, and then here 009 and 009, and that puts that kind of dark sort of edge around the sides of it, and I thought that looked kind of cool. And for the headband, 046-4, and again 046-4. And then for the apple that we have embedded in the headband for that little orbs that be in their headbands, hers I think only had one actually, and then we just left it default color, works fine. Stickers, I don't, well, we do use some on the boots. Almost forgot about these. Motif 3, 0, what's it at, 46-4. And like I said, this is to try and cover up some of the red on the boot. It's not drastically important. If you like the way it looks with the red streak on the boot, you could leave it. I don't think the character has any red down there on that section, so I tried to cover as much of it as I could. And I think she looks pretty good in battle like this. So, but size is set to 76. Move vertically to -21. Horizontal is dead center. Vertical, dead center. Horizontal angle, move it up to 24. And we do not flip it. And then here, again, we probably should have it set to 46. 046-4. But of course, this one's on the right leg. Projection size up to 82. Angle 0. Move vertically -23. And we got 0. Move horizontally. Vertical angle. I almost said angel. Set to 0. And then horizontal angle is set to -19. I'm sorry, I don't know where my mind is. Anyways, and that's it for the stickers. I went with the Ivy Valentine weapon, even though technically she didn't use a whip of any kind. But I remember she did have a combo called Whip Smack and all that. Plus, she kind of had a sort of, I don't want to say like, she wasn't like a dominatrix or anything like Ivy Valentine, but she sort of had that dark goth girl type thing about her. So I figured this fight style might work for her. Plus, I think that sword kind of resembles one of the ones she had. But anyways, we left the default color on the blade. 046-4. Fixing my colors myself. That, and then over here, red, 12-1-9. And then I gave it a sort of purple streak on it, which looks okay. And that is pretty much it. Just get your pose right for your little photo. But that is my Rose. I don't know if she's super accurate to the original character. And I think my Congo got way off the mark, but he doesn't really look as close as I would have liked. But he's still, I'm going to post his recipe anyways, just for in case anybody wants a full set of Dragoons. I haven't done Albert. I haven't done Maru, or what's the other one? Miranda, I believe. It's been years since I played that game. But I haven't done them yet. If I make them, which I don't know that I'll make all of the Dragoons. I think I got the main ones that most people would be interested in. But I'll be posting Levitz and Congo a little bit later. But yeah, I mean, thanks for watching the video. And as always, I hope you're enjoying these things. And I hope you enjoy making this character or any of the others that I've posted, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day, and bid you all a very fond farewell. Legend of Dragoon rocks.